Good morning from Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. Today is Tuesday, February the 7th, 2023. Today, Snickers and I are going to move to Anza Borrego State Park. So follow along. I'll give you a last minute look at the park here. All those beautiful cacti. It's a bit windy. Not supposed to be too windy on my drive, I'm hoping. Bye-bye, Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument. Hi there, you have found the Crafty Traveler channel. My name is Lonnie and I'm a 71-year-old female who loves to camp and travel. I travel with my little Schnauzer Snickers, who can be a bit noisy at times. We love to go to the desert in the winter, the mountains in the summer, the seashore whenever we can. Sometimes I travel alone, and other times I love to travel with a group. I belong to a wonderful group of ladies that love to camp and have a good time. We do activities like painting. Sometimes I do sewing tutorials. I love to visit quilt shops, go to quilt retreats, and quilt shows. Come along and follow us. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and see where we go next. Thanks for watching. Anza Borrego State Park, located in Borrego Springs, California, is about 325 miles from Oregon Pipe Cactus National Park. It took me a little over 6 hours to get there, and that was after about an hour stop for lunch and gas breaks. Christmas Circle Park is located in the entrance of Borrego Springs. It's a great spot for picnicking and people watching. According to tradition, the park was named in honor of the birth of Salvador Ignacio Linares in Coyote Canyon on Christmas Eve, 1775. I stayed at Palm Canyon Campground in Anza Borrego State Park, which is about 3 miles from the town of Borrego Springs. Anza Borrego State Park is comprised of 600,000 acres. Spectacular scenery and terrain of all types can be found in the Southern California State Park. Anza Borrego State Park is within the Colorado Desert of Southern California. The park takes its name from an 18th century Spanish explorer, Juan Bautista de Anza, and Borrego, a Spanish word for sheep, because there are a lot of bighorn sheep that live in the park. The park takes up 1/5 of San Diego County and is the largest state park in California. Snickers and I made it to Anza Borrego State Park in Palm Canyon State Park. We have our site, number 64. It took us a while to get here. He's barking at me. It's now 4:45. Actually, it's 3:45 because I haven't changed my watch back from Arizona. Let me give you the view. Here's our site. I pointed inward because I wanted to have my door out to the table, and that if I'd have backed in, it'd have been on the other side. I parked my car over there. We'll see if they let me do that. Well, I hope that's close enough for them. Now, every time I get in and out of my RV, I hear the bushes scratching against my RV, and of course I can't cut them. But I was able to get my car in on the other side. So, park ranger should be satisfied with that. And here is a circle around the campground. They're pretty full. There are restrooms down there. I don't need to use them. Looks like my
There's no one here. There's a water faucet right there. So I won't have a neighbor on that side. So I'll take you around the campground later in the video. It's still desert, but there's no cactus around here. There's palm trees and mesquite and sage. There might be cactus out in the wilds, but not around here. Good morning, crafty travelers. And we are at Anza Borrego State Park, and I'm going to take a little tour around the campground. Come along. It's be like 65 today, I think. There's a longer sight. Kind of wish I would have had a longer sight. I'm going to have to check those out more carefully. Visitor Center Trail. I guess you can take the dog on the Visitor Center Trail, but so this is the Visitor Center Trail, not the Palm Canyon Trail.
Check out this big rig. It looks like, from the license plate, that it is from a foreign country, I think Germany. At my best count, the park has 117 sites. 47 sites have hookups with water and electricity, and some might have sewer, but there's also a dump station with potable water. Section 2, where I was dry camping. There was no reservations opened in the hookup part of the campground when I made my reservations. There is water spigots, but no hookups, and there are 35 sites. There's 5 sites in the group camp, and the older part of the campground, closer to the canyon, there are 26 sites. There is water spigots, bathroom and trash, and no hookups. All sites have to be reserved ahead of time through the state park website.
I'm at the Palm Canyon Trail parking area. I'm going to be looking at some storyboards here. This view of the valley is beautiful this morning. Let me show you. There's the trailhead by those palm trees. You can see a blue trash can. There is some camping sites here as well, and I think this is also day use area. The trail goes up this way, up into the canyon. And I've been told there's a detour. You can't go up into the area where the palms are anymore because there was a fire a few years ago. The detour takes you up so you can look at it from above. And there's the valley down there. Nice and bright and sunny today. It's already 60 degrees and it's only about 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. And I'm going to take a look at these storyboards. The Borrego Valley was agricultural fields once covered much of the Borrego Valley. Grapevines and citrus groves planted in the 1930s. 100 people worked these fields, and during the harsh desert climate, living in poor housing conditions. It was during the time that the farm worker movement swept across California, reaching Borrego Springs. A first-generation American, Cesar Esta Chavez, was born near Yuma, Arizona on March 31, 1927. Within a few years, the country was suffering from the Great Depression. Like so many others, the Chavez family lost their home and headed west. By age 11, Cesar became part of California's farm labor force. A place to stay. When Cesar Chavez and National Farm Workers came to Borrego Springs, they camped at Christmas Circle Community Park in the center of town. After the sheriff told them they could not stay, a local family offered them shelter. Family was then threatened they would be fired from their golf course jobs, so the organizers moved to Borrego Palm Canyon Campground. Here's the bathroom facilities right across from my site, but I probably won't be using them. Here's the ADA bathroom. Nice big area. And this is the individual restroom. Very clean, taken care of. They have sinks here, I assume to do dishwashing. There's a drinking fountain. Here's a shower door left open. It's just an individual shower and a bench. And they're token operated. I think you have to get the tokens from the rangers. Well, I wanted to go into the visitor center, but they don't allow dogs in the visitor center. So I just drove through the parking lot. I came up to the mall and found the Anza Borrego State Park store, and they allowed me to take Snickers in. And I got some great information from the lady about the drives that I'm going to take, places I'm going to see, and I bought a pet. I did not want to leave him in the car. It's already 72 degrees. And when I get in the car after being closed up, just with the windows cracked, it's warm. I'm going to have to put the AC on. That ends this video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more.